Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I have the $1,000,000 question, which is, how do I market my business on a $0 budget, 0 to $1,000,000? See the irony there? Alright, let's get straight into this video. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Frankie and you're watching Making Online Easy, the place for authentic marketing advice that you can really rely on and use in your business, whether you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, or a do-it-yourself marketer. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I have a great question from one of our members who asked, let's say you have $0 to invest in your marketing, not a cent. How would you get your brand out there? Alright, so I'm sure there are so many people out there that are like, yeah, I want to know. The truth is, there are so many ways, but today, I'm going to give you the blueprint that I think absolutely is phenomenal because it goes with my whole philosophy of working smarter, not harder, right? So here's my blueprint for how to market your business for free with no money to spend on advertising. All right, here we go. Step 1, take your phone, anything you have right now, whatever phone, any smartphone you have, and make a video of yourself talking about some challenge for your industry, a problem in your niche for any industry that you're currently in. Could be anything, guys, like literally. So that's what I want you to do, all right? I want you to take your phone, hit the record button there, okay? We're rolling. Hey, my name is Frankie Soroka, and I'm talking about how to market your business and just go with the flow. Just talk about whatever the problem is in your industry. Whatever challenges people face. It could be, I don't know, tomato gardening tips. It could be how to style yourself. It could be how to do PR. Anything, whatever your field is, all right? Whatever your business is, make a video and talk about it. All right, step 2 is to put that video up on YouTube and on Facebook and make a 15-second clip and put that on Instagram. Now, the reason I'm asking you to do all these 3 networks is because native content is huge. Now, what do I mean by native content? I mean that instead of putting it up in one place and then just sharing that link everywhere, what you really want to do, guys, all right? This is key right here. What you really want to do is upload to each network, because what happens is that particular network is going to show you more love. They're going to give you more love. They love it. They love when you put original video, organic original content. It updates the Facebook algorithms. Facebook loves original videos, man. They go crazy over it. So what you want to do is put it up on Facebook. You want to put it up on YouTube as well. And you want to take like a 15-second clip, all right? And then you just edit it and you put it on Instagram. Of course, there are more, but I recommend to start with these 3, all right? Start with these 3 to get started. Step 3, now you're going to turn your video into a blog post, because not everyone wants to or can just watch a video, okay? So you want to be able to have an option for them to read whatever it is that you're saying. Now, if you write a script before your video, that script is essentially your blog post. You can just sort of spruce it up a bit, you know? Put it up as a blog post, and what you can do is, if you don't have a script, is you can transcribe your video. So you listen to it, you write it down, or you can hire a service that does the entire transcription for you, and you can just use that as your blog post. So I hope you're seeing what I'm trying to do here, guys, okay? Before I continue, I want you to really take a deep breath and like, do you see what I'm doing here, okay? What I'm trying to do is here, you're essentially pandering to search engines. You're pandering to the social networks, and you're pandering to all of the channels online that are going to lift you up in the search results. These are going to show your stuff more often, and they're going to help you in social sharing, okay? This is huge. So let's go to step 4 now, which is turn your video into an audio podcast. All right, so now you probably already know that podcasts are huge right now. A lot of people follow audio, and so it's really simple, because when you're recording your video, you can take just the audio portion of your video, and there are softwares that do all this, and of course there's services. And you let me know if you want the details about, you know, any of those gigs or where you can find software for all that, and I'll share in the description below. But essentially what you want to do is you want to put your audio up on a service like SoundCloud, and that's a channel that a lot of people can discover your podcast on. All right, there's Stitcher Radio, there's iTunes, but you can start in SoundCloud no problem whatsoever. So all these channels are excellent for having a flick ready-made podcast. And suddenly you're like a vlogger and a podcaster and a blogger all rolled up into one. Isn't that something? Alright, so step 5. Now, if you heard the marketing saying that the money is in the list, yeah, you heard that, right? Well, it essentially means that you need to have an email list because that is your one-to-one contact with your customers. So what you're going to do next is you're going to start to share your video via email with whoever intends to subscribe to your list. And you can use a free service like MailChimp.com to do that. And it's really simple, guys. You've got like a zillion different templates you can choose from, and you can do all this awesome stuff. You just sort of like drag and drop your video into that template, and then you just send it off. That's how simple it is. So moving on to step 6. You can turn your video into bits and pieces of content for social media. Now, this is really important, all right? Because what this does is that brings people back to view your video. So maybe you just share a lyric of your new song, maybe, okay? Or maybe you just share a line about your video and what it's about. Or maybe you just come up with like 2 or 3 variations of the same thing and you just put it on Twitter and on Facebook, and maybe put that video like as a picture, like a still as an image, and put that image on Instagram or on Pinterest or on Facebook or all of them. So the idea is to use that one thing and make many things of it. So a lot of social media updates are going to result from that one video that you've made. Now, step 7. This is optional, but in my opinion, I think it really matters. What you want to do is get on Facebook Live or get on Periscope, which is a live streaming site, and talk about whatever you talked about in your video. Talk about that on Periscope and talk about it on Facebook Live and get real-time feedback from the people watching. So even though you've made the video, even though you've wrote the blog post, even though you did the podcast, but it's not a two-way street, right? People are not always very open to leaving comments, and they don't always interact with you. But if you do that on Periscope or Facebook Live, you get feedback, guys. And why is that important? It's important because then you get to know what's working and what's not working. And people are going to actively tell you, oh, you know what? I really like the list building tips. Do you have any more? That's when you know what you need to do and make your next video on. So moving on to step 8, which is the final step, guys. This is the final step in this process. It is to identify and focus on the channels that are giving you the best results. So if you're doing all of these steps that I just outlined, you're gonna find more success with 1 or 2 channels than all the other ones. So what you want to do is figure out what content works best on those, or you can just choose to focus on those that are giving you the best results. So for example, if you know Instagram is giving you more engagement than Facebook is, maybe you want to put more effort into that channel and less on the ones that are not giving you the same results. So you want to constantly tweak, monitor results, and rinse and repeat. So guys, so that was my blueprint of how to do free marketing on an absolutely zero budget. There are of course various starting points, but the principle of the thing is the same. You don't have to start with video every single time. If that's something either you're not comfortable with, or you don't know how to do it, or maybe you have like a, just some phobia against doing it, that's fine. You can start with a blog post. You can start with recording your voice. You can start with writing. You can start with images. Just start and repurpose your content for all these different formats. Put yourself out there, because that's really essentially what free marketing is. And that's what it's all about. Using all these social networks. Just get your voice heard, create and then distribute. And if you want more authentic marketing tips and promotional tips to supercharge your business, then you have to be subscribed to my email list. So to subscribe, go to makingonlineeasy.com/subscribe and get free access to the underground over-the-shoulder beginner's guide to making money online. 57 proven online marketing strategies to get more customers and skyrocket your income. Alrighty guys, I hope you saw a lot of value there. Hope you enjoyed the video. So if that sounds cool, guys, click the link below, check it out for yourself. Definitely grab your copy. That's it for today. Have a great day. I'm gonna see you guys soon, and that's it. Have a good one.